door here on the right-hand side. There's a couple of stairs to go down, then there's a series of chairs in there. Everybody can grab a chair, and that's where we're going to get this whole thing started. Sound good? All right.
Western New York and Buffalo my entire life. I'm a Coast Guard captain and I run commercial vessels on Lake Erie and the Buffalo River. I've been doing that for 30 years. I used to also run boats on the Erie Canal. So well qualified.
Yeah. A lot of talk today. Oh yeah. Yeah, got some water down here. That's normal down in this place. This bothers in that wrong place we meant to factor that the Dominican Republic.
Two places where they play pond hockey. They do roller derby here. And you guys are interested in roller derby. They got the Ferris wheel out back. You saw the Indiana Jones style rope bridge up top, right? Well, that's connected to all these cables that run around here. You probably noticed those too. And there's zip lines, so you can actually zip line from the tower in the back to this big old Labatt Blue six-pack right here. You can walk across the rope bridge like Indiana Jones, and then you can zip line down into the gaping maw of a shark you probably saw painted on the back wall over there. If you didn't, it's to your left and behind you. I always wanted to get him to put up like a light curtain or something so that when it goes through the shark's mouth, it burnt, you know, but it's just, they didn't go for it, but I thought that'd be good. So we're going to be backing down now, guys, and then we're going to start our architecture tour of the city of Buffalo. And I'm going to plop down here with you for a second while we do. As we're backing out, I want you to take a look at that blue six-pack I was telling you about. I always make a joke and I say that's the world's largest six-pack of Labatt Blue, but unfortunately that thing is not full of beer. It is also full of grain. And it's not full of grain anymore because they don't use it for that, just like the GLF that we were just in. But what they do have inside that is pretty cool, it's the world's only microbrewery inside a grain elevator. It took them 2 years to put in, and now ironically, they make 6 microbrews in there that are not Labatt Blue. And as we head out of here, you're going to see this is the substructure on our left of another set of silos that's gone. And then you're going to see some towers.
You probably ride on that double-decker bus. That's a good way you know now.
Kind of looks like Medusa's hair.
We
We used to call this actually Medusa's beer yard.
There's the buffalo. Let's see the buffalo. With the people.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to get the AC going.
Yeah, it's a great question. So there was a bunch of artwork inside the silo. Now, some of that is left behind. Every single year, right here at Riverworks, they do an event called Music is Art. And Music is Art has 200 bands that play on 11 different stages. And then all throughout the GLF grain elevator, as well as out here, they have a number of different artists do installation pieces. So for that one night, there'll be an installation piece in there, and then they usually take all the components down. You guys saw some stuff hanging in there and everything too. That was all part of the installations that just gets left behind. So Music is Art usually happens in September every year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that first silo that we stopped at there, the wrought iron stuff, same stuff. Just brought in by others. We make them right over here. But if you live around here, you get way more dialed in. You know what they're making on different days. Lucky Charm smells a little bit sweeter. Chex smells a little bit salty. Some days we come down here and it smells exactly like chocolate cupcakes. And it took us forever to figure out what was going on in there because people would be like, is that Cocoa Puffs? And we'd be like, no, they don't make those. And they'd be like, is it Count Chocula? They don't make that down here either. Then we remembered, we're left on the big black bridge with the towers, there's counterweights in there. That is actually a lift bridge. A lift bridge goes up in a single piece, as opposed to raising from one side or splitting in the middle. Technically, that would be a drawbridge. This one is a lift bridge. It's the Ohio Street lift bridge. When we get to the light, we'll be making a left and going right over the Ohio Street lift bridge. This one was recently renovated into a neighborhood called First Wheels that was built between 1915 and 1917. That single grain elevator was so important to the world's food supply chain that during World War I and World War II was protected by the National Guard, just like a power project would be. And that's where our story starts. So I need you guys to picture January 21st, 1959. It's the dead of winter. The Buffalo River's been freezing and thawing, and that created ice dams farther up the river a couple of miles. I'm excited to take you guys to Buffalo's Inner Harbor. That's where the original end of the Erie Canal was, what's called the Western Terminus. We're going to be stopping at a place called Buffalo Longshed. So we'll go through this stop sign under the overpass. Inside the Buffalo Longshed, they got a really special project going on that I'm going to tell you about that allows me to witness.
This one way right there. They were doing that. Can't get up in there. They were doing all this.
Look at the rebar. Some kind of thing for some
Part of the facility.
Yeah, see all this stuff.
Hey, I've been in some plants.
That came out of all those buildings.
I've been in some old plants.
He said those rivets. They did that before they had good
I've been in
welding.
some old plants, and it was built back in the late 1800s, something like that.
You got the rivets.
And there ain't hardly nothing left but the foundation.
Yeah.
I've been in some plants like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, these people are smoking.
Hey, a lot of your paper mills are like that.
I know.
And it used to be something else.
Yeah.
And that's all it is, paper mills. I'm serious, 'cause they got that same kind of deal.
Well, I lived in Natchez, Mississippi. There's a huge paper mill. 40% of the population worked there. They closed it because they couldn't afford to make it.
That's another tour down there. They tour a little bit more in this place than we did.
They're taking the city tour, but they're taking
Yeah.
that's that bus they're on.
Probably so. That was back then. And it's got a convertible top on it, so the top goes down.
You reckon they put out 2 cars?
That was in a James Bond movie. Yeah. See, car was donated by Jimmy of Hammer, New York. James Bond.
Is that a Charger?
No. I ain't no Charger. Something like it's called a Hornet. It's a Kawasaki. It's a Kawasaki.
I thought that was the
Yeah. It's called a. Kawasaki is the motorcycle, and this is different. AMC. That's what I thought. Hey, that's an AMC car. Hey, that's an AMC car. They don't make them no more. I think General Motors bought them out. That's an AMC. In other words, they look like, you know what, look really bad, but they got a big motor underneath the hood. They made a move, you know what I'm saying? In other words, it's like, it's what?
And I actually don't want to have anything to do. No, it's just fine.
No more. There's no money we can make. No more.
It's like being a stair stepper, huh? Hey, we could have got a shower. You ain't got to worry about the hotel shower.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
That's all right.
All you need is the soap. All you need is the soap. That's more water than on that boat. Oh.
Turn it up. To the left. Take it back. When the rhythm start to play, dance with me,
Yeah, you done it.
make me swing. This one's a request.
Feel it more windier now than it was earlier today. Go, go.
so you don't get your cameras wet. There's going to be a little break right past the bridal veil, and we're heading up over here to the Horseshoe Falls. That is 20.
Come on, y'all.
They got a little hole on it though. They're gonna be beeping it. Get out of the way. That's one river you don't want to be doing no whitewater rapids on. It's like how fast that thing going.
What we got behind me is the American flag. Ready for the first 180-foot drop. When we get into that corner, the last scooter's coming down. Go! Wait about the credit. Come on up, guys.
They're waiting on you there.
The world did many, many things. One of them was how power was distributed in Niagara Falls. Way back in the 1800s, we operated on the...
You want me to push? Go before you go. Just put your hand on it and go. Well, go. You don't want me to ride that thing. I'm gonna be walking into. Y'all trying to race?
It's just not the cool.
That's why in my hotel room I keep it on 60 degrees.
I heard that. He's my kind of roommate, man. I'm talking about, yeah, 60 degrees. That's when you don't want to get out of bed because you don't want to be bottled up. Oh, my bad. Yes, everybody's stopping.
Alabama's coming right into this line. Everybody else not taking the tour can come straight through. Not taking the tour, come straight through. Guys.
This thing's waterproof off. I keep that thing closed.
Jerry didn't think his was until he dropped it. I said, you just tested that thing. He went to the swim pool. I mean, the hot tub over at the hotel.
What he dropped?
No, he was in his pocket. Food truck. For 15 minutes, it was in it. It didn't work for them. So that morning, it did not work. The other morning, it did not work. And it finally started working that afternoon. Yeah. Yeah. I said, you just tested that thing out. Now, this is definitely waterproof.
It's got a feature in it for underwater photo taking.
Yeah.
But I have to have the thing closed up to keep everything sealed. If I use my other charger, that's the magnet, it keeps that thing open.
It ain't going to be waterproof. I got to keep that thing closed. Yeah. Our phones ain't like that. Yeah.
This ain't waterproof.
I'm gonna leave this in my pocket. I'm gonna do this motion. I know this ain't waterproof. Yeah, that's dry out.
No, the whole time is about 3. It counting when we got here. It ain't 2 hours here. It's, as soon as we got here, it's 3.
No, we ain't gonna be on this for 3 hours.
If you look to your left, you see the Niagara Falls. It is 180 feet high, or about 55 meters. 5,000 years ago, the falls were 7 miles, or about 11 miles,
Yeah, that close. I'm going to even have to use the phone camera.
in 1960, and it was also more than Second World War made Roger Woodward to start building the falls, where we live.
They'll pan around here. I won't do it with motor camera. I won't do it with motor camera. This is waterproof.
Yeah, you're alright with this. Well, you sit against it. Same time.
Yeah, I'm walking like a duck. I'm walking like a duck.
I'm holding on.
Over here, there's nothing down. good about it. I'm good, not that good. Hey, that's why you come back. That's the pool back.
Yeah, you get in trouble with the dam.
That's small pool back.
What does that say up there? Read that? I got.
Joey beyond the falls. That's the underground. Might be cool. Might be. Oh, I know what that is. You go on the back side of the falls inside. You go. You go to the boat ride. You go inside there and go in.
Yeah, okay.
It's like on the county side of that. Yeah. That's what it is. Well, if you go on the back side of the falls, it's underground. Oh, that'd be something. It's like a poncho. That's like a poncho. Oh, yeah. We'll do that one day. It's about the same time as this deal. Yeah. They say there's more to it. No, we get one. Hey, you look like you're going to do it. What y'all doing?
I put my hat in my pants.
Yeah, I ain't got to worry about it. This hand's dry.
Yeah, yours will stay on.
Hey, I got the shirt pant. I got a shirt pant like the fisherman's hat. The fisherman's hat.
Mine was going to blow up though.
Oh, yeah. That's a minute ago. I just hope my shoes don't get soaked, because I didn't mean to waste the socks. I guess I'm testing them out my shoes. I can just take your phone. I guess I'm testing out my shoes. I can use your phone and see your wallpaper.
It's like going to the beach, getting the water, you know.
Yeah, but you're going underneath the thing.
I live in this area that never gets old.
Yeah. It's my first time being over here.
Where you guys from?
Yeah, I found my place good.
Don't need a shower tonight.
Yeah, I just got this down here. I did all 48.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Well, we're heading back. Our shower's over there. It's looking like it's soaked when we go.
I have to dry them off when I get up there. Let the sun dry them off.
This thing is wet. There's waterproof though. Charlie, come.
Say, get the hell off the bus. You just yearn something.
All that rock.
Yeah.
The mineral deposit that comes off and creates that little tint. When you look down into the water, and you may have seen when we were at the cove, you see all that foam that was along the Canadian shoreline. And some people may have the thoughts that, what is that in the water? Is that what I think it is? And when we were kids, people started that rumor that, well, it was the sewage treatment plant. It's not. It's all the soils and stuff that get washed in and stay at the surface and kind of bubble up and look like what you may think it could be, but no. So this area, there's going to be some little trails going down the edge of there and going.
opposite way from where you're at. We're going to be going the opposite way from where you went. How?
I know you see relationship. Yeah. Dad, are you sitting on that wall?
Yeah.
Oh, George, you think it's loose? Oh, it does. Yeah, it does.
Oh, we're ready. Falls Restaurant.
All the way up. That's the hill bank.
I don't care how many cannons, whatever they shot at him, how this going to be. Everybody is down the state. Everybody is with the collar and go. When Nicolenda got to about not very misty today. That night, he couldn't see through it. When he got into that misty area.
You know, my
I wish we could do that. Get more work to run them. Man, they get pounded down there. I've been all four of them truck drivers, but y'all folks don't have time to do that. I drove out from Washington State. I missed my test. I had
32 all the way over, that's the safety city here on the. We talking about targets there, they put up to the side, in the shade. I thought there were 1,000 cars in one spot. We never had that far. And most of them are always fast in most cars. Yeah. And some of them got kind of, it was like singing in those TV shows, all TV shows. Some of them was on there. They sit at the scene. The one beside me, the one behind me, David now, his name's got, he followed up David Jackson, so he walked past David Jackson after. He followed Badge up. They got his body about there, the garbage man, he got a garbage truck back in the 60s, then he had garbage truck, they put back then. Over in Washington State, he's the first one to start. Make money out of it. I don't drive this.
Hey, right side over here in the Sinai area was terrible. 2 bars here right now. You can proof out here associating this black man, northern light, much car, large standing service. Once you head up in the hill, you'll see a lot more things upside down, but there's a step on the road, because there's a large vessel for the empty sail. You'll go with some walking north down, up and down. They're rock across there, but every day you would come through. Only after the Board of Education picked up this thing. That'd be a bad idea. The right side straight ahead was very down to see it. The lake was moving there, you can park it down to the bridge, walk down by the other side too. Yeah, up here coming out. Right up the white road up there, you'll see quite a five, you look to the lot. Originally, there's 2 sections, one upbound, one downbound. So when you start the lot, early 1900s, they took the left set out, and the left foot set in the spillway, and excess water put down the canal. It would take 7 minutes to open the original little door. The lock we're going to throw in is little foot for wide, 300 foot long. The gate is 5 stories high, 2 meters, 7 feet, operated by a 7-foot car board. Right off to the left of the channel road, we up to the Red Brick Road, and that's the power line here, lock. Every line site has to road, just like Christmas, which we're doing here, and operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Some guys were always thought in here, but not today, another 4 ways for us. Kind of lock, guys. And over on your left side is John taking pictures of everybody from Dyke Church. Pick him up. That's the director right there. Oh shit.
Yeah, I got it here.
Which one?
Oh
Titanic was gonna fall over. They're gonna be close to this shit.
Up against this wall over here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, just back and hit it. Oh, yeah, it did. I feel it. Up on that wall.
Damn.
Got a ladder over there. Take it.
But he goes again. He appeared out of nowhere. Damn. He appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, like a magician.
Yeah. Hey.
What they stop for?
That man, he like a magician. He appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, but where'd they stop for? He closed us in. You gotta understand how these canal things are the lock here. Or you don't know. You fill in one side, take out the other side.
The valve is a large steel plate instead of roller.
River down?
They raise that up. The light goes up through tunnels on either side of it, which allows the water to go in here. Up 25 feet, for 3.5 million gallons of water all by gravity. Might take us 10 minutes to fill this last thing. And then we're going up with the boat looking down.
Oh, we'll wait for that to open up.
It says 7 minutes.
Yep.
When the water starts going in here, you're going to see some foam forming here usually. That's about part of that.
Hey, he's got a sweet weather jacket down there.
Water.
Oh. These Diamond Tour drivers, yeah, brand new from Van Hood. You need to see it. It's like something out of the future. Oh, man. Dream bus, man. He knows my dad. He drive for him.
One thing about being on here and get out, never be in a hurry. Everything's like day one through here.
Said it's going to be 7 minutes. I'm going to sesame.
Somebody yelling yay for what?
Hey, you smell that? You smell that?
Yeah, I smell that.
Don't smell too good.
That shit smells fine. I love it.
You dare you will like it.
I love that. It smells delicious. Makes me hungry. That's making me hungry.
You know what he's fixing to do? He's pretending like he's going to moon everybody. You know what I mean by moon everybody? But he didn't do it. He's like kind of like a fake, you know what I'm saying? And he started laughing about it. That's why everybody was laughing. So that's why everybody was laughing. He was trying to be funny. Gotta go for it. So no.
We're going up higher than this thing.
Yes, no. Yeah.
Yeah, look how far we got to go.
We got to go up even higher. So you got to go up here. We got to go up high. You got to go way up there.
We're going to have to get all the way up there.
Uh-huh.
I got to sit. We got a ways to go now.
Yeah, we're gonna go back up.
We got to get all the way up there.
Uh-huh. Yep. That ball in the boat gonna be up there. You see where the water level is.
We got to close that.
Yep, close that and raise this.
Up. Yeah.
That's gonna flood if it goes like this.
We got to close that.
Once the electric boat switch lock, you ain't gonna close behind us because they all kinds of noises. When the water pressure starts coming in here, that's what closes the doors nice and tight. Now you know the gates in front of us got some leaks up there. Nothing to worry about. Once this lock is filled, you can't see or hear the leaks anymore. When the grapple is locked, you're going to see a couple of boards and sensors on the side. One is still. That's that cement ledge right in front of us. And that one is closed. This is where you should tie the margins to. One of the main reasons for digging the original area canal was to move the transportation across the state of New York. Before the canal was completed, it takes several weeks to go across the state by a horse and buggy. Once it was completed, they could do that trip in about 7 days by boat. We're about 7 hours by car today. When you start digging the canal, you started in New York. time, there was no school in the area, United States. So it was the most educated person in the area, made a law. Within 7 years, the canal was completely done. It's 4 feet deep, it's 40-foot across. It cost $7 million.
You know what he was fixing to do? He's pretending like it's going to moon everybody. You know what I mean by moon everybody? But he didn't do it. He's like kind of like a fake, you know what I'm saying? And he started laughing about it. That's why everybody was laughing. So that's why everybody was laughing. He was trying to be fun. Gotta go up some more. It's another one. Going up higher than this game. Yeah, it's another one.
Flood back there, so they can't go up.
That's the one that was on the side over there.
Uh-huh.
So we gotta stop again?
Yeah.
Yeah, look how far we gotta go.
We gotta go up even higher. We gotta go up here. We gotta go up high. You gotta go way up there.
We're gonna have to get all the way up there.
Uh-huh.
I gotta sit. We got a ways to go now. You gotta get all the way up there.
Uh-huh. Yep. That bowling boat gonna be up there. You see where the water level is.
They got to close that.
Yep, close that
Start
and raise
letting
this.
this up, yeah. They gotta close that.
Once the other boats switch line, gate's going to close behind us. It's going to make all kinds of noises. When the water pressure starts coming in here, then we'll close the doors face and face. Now you know the gates in front of us got some leaks up there. Nothing to worry about. Once the lock is filled, you can't see or hear the leaks anymore. And as dropping is locked, you're going to see a couple board stunts on the side. One is filled. That's that cement ledge right in front of us. The other one's post. Those are where you should tie the barges to. One of the main reasons for digging the original Erie Canal was to move the transportation across the state of New York. Before the canal was completed, it used to take you several weeks to go across the state by horse and buggy. Once it was completed, they could do that trip in about 7 days by boat, or about 7 hours by car today. When they started digging the canal in 1817, it started in Rome, New York. Knock out two different directions. At the time, there was no school in the area in the United States. But it was just the most educated person in the area made a boss. Within 7 years, the canal was completely done. It's 4 feet deep, it's 40 foot across, and it cost $7 million to do it. The amazing part of
It's another canal on the other side, too. You know, the other side of this. Yeah, over there. Hey, they should matter.
We get through here, we're good. Okay, we got.
We ain't feeling
What's
glad.
up?
I got glad before. We ain't been
That's tough.
No, we're going through a lot. I'm thinking about how to get back there. Go back
Change deals, make they'll start charging.
They ain't no sign there.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that though. Stand up. You know, if we got this high,
Yeah, you see
it looked like at first it would until you get this high, and then you notice it. And it could have been at one time. That might have been the earliest ones. This is, I wouldn't say this is new, but this is newer. This side's newer than that side.
Yeah.
You can tell. You can tell. Cause that side could be from the 1800s, and this side's what? Early 19, late 18, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was probably the earliest one.
You heard them slam when they man.
But this side looks like it's wider than that side, so if you notice, wider.
And then I have put nothing. Everything about it is it's going to
Damn thing wants to cut out on me. Damn.
Yeah.
That temperature, come on, fan shows you about. I gotta get that off. It's gonna be cutting out on me. That's why I should have brought my mom's camera.
Yeah.
I won't have to worry about cutting out on me. I will on my next trip. It works pretty good too. Only thing, you got an SD card, you got to take somewhere to get it developed. Like Walgreens somewhere. Oh, I could take about 2,000 pictures and do something on that boat. I left it at the house. This here thing take camera pictures too.
Yeah.
Sure can.
Hey, you want to rough it, we go back home like this. Like they did back in the 1800s.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's
How long
rough.
would it take to get to Georgia from here?
Yeah.
On this boat?
Be longer than it will on a bus.
Take about a week, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean more than that.
Yeah.
Like I said, be roughing it.
Push you one up front. That's it. Target.
She got a corn ass job. Waiting for people to come up and then, oh, he got a corn ass job.
Why did the football field block? Hey, tell yourself there's some pull-ups on that thing up there waiting for that. We'll pick him up for the turnaround.
You put it down here now. Yeah, just stay back there.
What's that? Hey, you want to rough it, we go back home like this. Like they did back in the 1800s.
Yeah.
That's rough it.
I always had to get to Georgia from here. On this boat.
Be longer than we're on the bus.
They got a weak one.
Well, I'm bored now.
Yeah.
Like I said, be roughing it.
All right, let's see what up front. That's it. Target. See, target. Target.
Yeah.
What about? Just say. I wish you wasn't up front.
Oh, yeah.
Don't look up front. Right there.
It's still good, that wind blowing. They keep on blowing. Going back? Yeah, that's bad. I had a feeling it won't be that long. It'll be a few minutes to even get off this thing because it's like a few minutes to each little section. I think it's going to take less time to drain it though.
Hey, you look straight ahead, that bridge you see out there. It's a rail bridge. It's still being used, 100 years old. Bridge up on your right started off at the flour mill. Then it was converted to Rockworks Virtual City Hall. Now it's a restaurant. The building on your left is the last block there at the top. You close the gate behind us and you walk down a little booth down here where you control everything. Down we go. Now, one time there used to be 30 people working there. Now they got about 5 people.
We'll better turn around and come back anyway. Get it. We'll better turn around. That's a small one. Some kid probably made out or somebody made try to be funny. They got a snack bar right there.
Just says it's a marina.
For the locals.
Yeah, it's just got
for the locals.
Little ramp where you put your boat in. That's all it's got.
For the locals.
Yeah, I did. I'm watching them get the controls.
All right.
They had a tornado out. I see a news thing on my phone just now.
Yes.
Tornado hit somewhere out west.
Well, I'm not here. To do it.